So for the first question, write down a prime number between 20 and 30. So prime numbers, there's only one even prime number, which is 2. So the rest is all odd numbers. So there's 21, 23, 25, 27, then 29. 21 is divisible by 3. And 27 plus 25 is divisible by 5. 27 is 27 plus 3 is 30, which is part of the 3 times table. So 27 is also not a prime number. So that leaves 23 and 29.
Okay, for question 2, we need to write 0.000000387 in standard form. So it is 3.87 times 10 to the power of negative something. And that something, right, it would be, let's say the decimal we put here. Then it switches back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So it's 10 to the power of negative 5.
Okay, so technically I've written down the steps to do this. It's x. Wait, hold on. So technically x, we'll just assume 0.63. These dots are repeating, sort of, in a way they are repeating. X is 0.63. So 100x is 63.63. We won't use 10x because this is 2 decimals, so 10x wouldn't really do anything. Alright, so then this is equation 1 and equation 2. And then now we just need to cancel the dotted numbers. So we can take 2 minus 1, which will give us the equation of x equals to 99x. 99x equals to 63. So x equals to 63 over 99. 63 over 99, which is, put it in fraction form, 7/11. 7
out
over
of
11. Yeah, 7 out of 11. Basically what I said.
Okay, for question 4, we need to find the value of 7x plus 3y when x is 12 and y is negative 6. So it is 7 times 12 plus 3 times negative 6, which is equal to 66.
Okay, so for question 5, the diagram shows 2 parallel lines, PAQ and SBCT. SBCT, okay. AB equals to AC and angle QAC is 43. Find the value of x. Alright, just by looking at this chart and with the label diagrams, we can already tell what x is. Since these two are parallel lines, oh wait, hold on, no. These are parallel lines. So since these are equal, this is an equilateral triangle, this angle here is 43. So 180 minus 243 equals to x. X equals to 94.
Okay, so for question 6, we need to calculate the area of a circle with radius 5.1 centimeters. As I wrote down, the area for circle formula is pi r squared. So we'll just use this formula, but replace 5.1 in it. So r equals to 5.1. That would be pi times 5.1 squared, which is equal to 81.71.
Okay, so for our next question, calculate the length of AC. X. X is the hypotenuse of this triangle. So we'll use the Pythagorean theorem where 2.5 squared plus 4.1 squared equals to x squared. So set 2.5 squared equals to x. Then we just find what x is. So 2.5 squared plus 4.1 squared is 4.802. You know what? Just write 4.8. It's simpler.
Okay, for question 8, we need to expand and simplify 6 times 2y minus 3 minus 5 times y plus 1. So first we expand the left side, 12y minus 6 times 3, which is 18. And then minus 5y plus 5. Equals to 12y minus 18 minus 5y minus 5. Then we simplify the y. 12y minus 5y, 7y minus 18 minus 5, 23. Minus 3.
For question 9, find the value of q. So to do this, firstly there's something in common that all of these numbers have. Which is the number of 3. So 3 to the power of negative q, we don't know what q exactly is. Multiply 1 over 27 is basically 3 to the power of negative 3, which equals to 3 to the power of 4. So then minus q plus, since this is multiplied, turn it into plus because it's power, plus
minus.
Yeah, plus minus 3. So basically just minus 3. So minus 3 equals to 4. Negative q equals to 7. So q is negative 7.
Okay, so for question 10a, we need to calculate set 2.38 plus 6.4 square, writing down a full calculator display, meaning like as far as we can go on a calculator. So firstly, that would be set 2.38 plus 6.4 square, which is equal to 6.583312236. For question 10b, we need to write our answer to part A correct to 4 decimal places, which would be equal to 6.5833 4 decimal.
Okay, so for our next question, find the exact value of 8 2/3 multiply 49 to the power of negative half. Also, these are to the power of, because they're slightly smaller and slightly more above. Okay, so to do this, when they say find the exact value, we will have to give it in integers. If integers don't work, then fractions is the answer. So 8 2/3 is 4 multiply 49 to the power of negative 0.5 or half. Multiply 0.143 or so on. 142 so on. Equals to, multiply 4. Turn it into fraction. 4/7. So the answer is 4/7.
Okay, for question 12, we need to solve the inequality 3n minus 5 is bigger than 17 plus 8n. So first, we will move this 3n to the right, 5n smaller, 17 to the left. Negative 5 minus 17 is negative 22. So n is smaller than negative 22 over 5, which is negative 4.4.
Okay, for question 13, without using a calculator, work out 1/3 multiply 6/35. You must show all your working and give your answer as a fraction in its simplest form. Okay, so 1/3 is 1 times 4, 7/4 multiply 6/35. Then now you can just go ahead and multiply them. 7 multiply 6. Oh wait, hold on. Now, firstly, we need to simplify them because it's technically nearly, unless you're very good at multiplication, you can multiply 4 with 35. Otherwise, you'll have to simplify it. 7 and 35.
1 and 5.
35 is?
7 times 5.
Yeah. 1 and 5. I'm not allowed to use calculator, Johnny. So, this is 1/4 multiply 6/5, which equals to 6/20. Wait, then we'll simplify it. 3/10. 3/10. Whoa.
Okay, for question 14, we need to use the sine rule to find angle ABC. Let's assume this is theta. So, theta over sine theta over 5.9 equals to sine 84.6 over 17.8. This is sine law, but to the power of -1, so it's easy to find theta. Sine theta equal to sine 84.6 over 17.8 times 5.9, which is, then sine theta would be equal to arc sine 4.6 over 17.8 times 5.9, which is which is 19.3.
For question 15, y is directly proportional to x minus 1 squared. Y is directly proportional to x minus 1 squared. So, when x is 5, y is 4. Find y when x is 7. Y equals to k x minus 1 squared. So, y, okay, now we need to find k value. When x is 5, y is 4. 4 equals to k x minus, 5 minus 4 squared. Or 16. So k is 4/16, or 1/4. Okay, so now that we found k, y equals to 1/4 of x minus 1 squared. Y equals to 1/4 6 squared, which equals to, then you calculate that. 6 squared divided by 4, 9. 1 is 9.
Okay, for question 16, on the grid, draw an image of shape R after the transformation represented by the matrix 0, -1, 1, 0. So first, we'll write down this matrix 0, -1, 1, 0 times x, y. So first, 0x plus -1y would be -y, and then 1x plus 0y is x. Oh yeah, just to mention, the x after this transformation would be -y, and y would be x after the transformation. So first, we write down these points. So the first point would be -1, 1 and -1. And then the second point is 4 and -1. The third point is 4 and 1. And the last point is 2, 1. 0.41. Okay, then we just add the transformation. So -y as x would be 1, and then y would be x, which is 1. And then for this one, -1, -1 is 1, and then 4. And then this would become -1, 4. This would become -1 and 2. So first we draw 1, 1, and then 1, 4, and then -1, 4, and then -1, 2. So it's a rotation, but we don't need to mention that. Okay.
Okay, so for our next question, question 17. The speed time graph shows information about the journey of a tram between two stations. Calculate the distance between the two stations. Alright. The distance between the two stations, which is also known as this whole area, like the whole shape of it, the area of the whole shape, the trapezium. Okay, so to do this, to find it, you could always just cut them into segments and then add up the whole area. But I'm going to do it, calculate the whole thing in one go. So this is A, this is 90, this is 130, this, and then the height is 20. Alright, so 90 plus 130 divided 2 multiply 20. Okay, then we'll calculate that. So 90 plus 130 divide 2 multiply 20. 2,200. 2002 basically. Okay, so calculate the average speed of the tram for the whole journey. Well, we know the total distance, and we also know the total time of seconds, and they want meter per second, which we have. Okay, so this is 2200 divided by 130, which equals to 16.92. Okay.
Okay, for question 18, the cumulative frequency diagram shows information about the time and minutes taken by the 120 students to complete some homework. For question 18a, we need to use the cumulative frequency diagram to find an estimate of the interquartile range, which is 120 divided 4 30 times, so 30 around here, and then 30 times 3, which is 90. Then it goes all the way down, which is 30 minus 20, which is 10, obviously. For question 18b, the number of students who took more than 15 minutes to complete the homework. So 15 minutes, M, all the way up. Okay, they're not all the way up, somewhere stops at the graph. So, and then we join it to this side. So here would be 110. 2, 12, 6, 116. 120 minus 116 is 4.
Okay, for question 19, calculate angle LMN. That's what it said. Okay, so this is angle theta. Since there are 3 sides labeled, we're going to use cosine law. So 14 squared equals to 16 squared plus 19 squared minus 2, 16, 19 cosine theta. Okay, shift them all. So 2, 16, 19, 608 cosine theta equals to 16 squared plus 19 squared minus 14 squared equals to 421. Cosine theta is 421 over 608. Theta is arc cosine 421 over 608, which is arc cosine 421 over 608, 46.18.
Okay, for question 28, a box contains 3 blue pens and 4 red pens and 8 green pens only. A pen is chosen at random from the box. We need to find the probability that this pen is green. So P, which is probability, G, which is green, is equal to 8 over 7 plus 8, which is 15. For question 20b, another box contains 7 black pens and 8 orange pens only. 2 pens are chosen at random from this box without replacement. We need to calculate the probability that at least 1 orange pen is chosen. So we can use reverse psychology and only black pens, no orange pens. 1 minus the probability of black only. 1 minus probability of B, which is black, and then black again, which is equal to 1 minus probability of getting black, 7 over 15, times 6 over 14. So if not, for those non-calculating users, we can just simplify 1, 2, and then 3, and then 3, 15. So it's 1/5 minus 1/5 times 1, which is equal to 4/5.
Okay, so for question 21, these are 4 inequalities that define the region R. One of these is y is smaller or equal to x plus 1, which is this line over here. So now we don't have to calculate that line. Yay! Alright, find the other 3 inequalities. Alright, so let's take the most simplest one. This inequality over here. Okay, to do this is simply y equals to something. So y 1.5. But then we don't know whether it's bigger or equal or smaller or equal. Since it's not dotted, it has an equal there. So okay, so since region R is above it, and our previous clue y is smaller or equal to x plus 1 is R. So y is bigger or equal to 1.5. Yeah. Alright, next we'll take the dotted line. I just have a good feeling about it. Yay. Alright, so this one, we'll find integers to find the slope, which is this one over here and down, which is 1 and this is 2, so it's half. Y is, this one is smaller or equal to half x plus 3. Okay, the last one. Last one is this slope.
Negative half x.
Oh yeah, it's negative. Y is, oh, I got distracted. Y is, wait, where was, here. Wait a second. It's over here. And make this slope over here. This is 1.5, this is 2, and this is a positive slope. Y is greater or equal to 1.5 divided by 2. 3/4 x plus, where does it mean? 0. Okay, just 3/4 of x. Okay.
Okay, for question 22, we need fx is 5 minus 2x, gx is x squared plus 8. For question 22a, we need to calculate f negative 3, which is the function of negative 3. So first we find f negative 3 equals to 5 minus 2 times negative 3, which is equal to 5 plus 6, which is equal to 11. F11 is equal to 5 minus 2 times 11, which is equal to 5 minus 22, which is minus 17. Okay, for question 22b, we need to find 22b1, g 2x. So that would be 2x squared plus 8, which is equal to 4x squared plus 8. For question 22b2, we need to find inverse function of f. So fx is equal to y. Y equals to 5 minus 2x. Then we make x the subject. 2x equals to 5 minus y. X equals to 5 minus 5 over 2. So f inverse of x is basically that, but instead y is equal to x. 5 minus x over 2.
Okay, so for our next question, 23. 40 people were asked how many times they visited the cinema in 1 month. The table shows the result. Also, I drew another table for the mean, which is the next question. Find the mode. The mode is the most frequent number that appeared. Okay, since they already gave us a frequency table, so just find the frequency row. The one with the most number, 7, and the number of cinema visits is 4. Next, calculate the mean. So epsilon xf, which I already labeled there, is 128. So 128 divide 40 is
128 divide 40.
3.2. So the answer is 3.2. That's the mean. Next, Omar wants to show the information from the table in a pie chart. A pie chart is this thing, the sector thing. Calculate the sector angle for the people who visited the cinema 5 times. Alright, so number of cinema visits is 5, so it's 3. So this angle over here, the frequency is 3, so it's 3 over 40. So this is, to find that angle, it's 3 over 40 multiplied 360, which is 27.
Okay, for question 24a, point A has coordinates 1, 0, and point B has coordinates 2, 5. We need to calculate the angle between the line AB and the x-axis. So first, we know that tangent theta is equal to delta y over delta x, which is m, which is equal to 5 over 2 minus 1, 5 minus 0 over 2 minus 1, 5 over 1, equal to 5. The tangent theta equal to arctangent 5 equals to 78.69. For question 24b, the line PQ has equation y equals to 3x minus 8, and point P has coordinates 6, 10. We need to find the equation of the line that passes through P and is perpendicular to PQ. We need to give our answer in the form y equals to mx plus c. So we know that the slope would be 1/3, negative 1/3 x, and then plus c. So we'll assume that y and x equals to this point. So 10 equals to negative 1/3 of 6 plus c, which is equal to negative 6 over 3, 2 plus c. C equals to 12. So y equals to negative 1/3 x plus 12.